want to say we've had on like 3 or 4 DJs this month, in the last month, right? We just got back from New York. We actually did, I don't know if you've seen, we did a pod with a DJ out there, DJ Clockwork. He was Mac Miller's DJ.
DJ Clockwork?
You know, you heard of Clock?
No.
Yeah.
Mac Miller?
I know you heard of Mac Miller.
Yeah, I know Mac Miller. I don't remember him having a DJ. That's the thing.
It was his touring DJ.
Okay.
You know how artists will have like their own DJ?
Usually I kind of know. He hang with like Wiz Khalifa. Like I know Wiz Khalifa
Mac?
DJ. No, like you know how Wiz and Mac were tight.
Were they?
Yeah, they were.
I didn't ask Clockwork this, but I was growing up listening to Mac and listening to Wiz. I always thought like they had an underlying like beef because you like never. I don't think they have any music together. You never seen them together for real.
They just smoked together for real and shit. But I think Wiz kind of separated himself when he found out Mac was on some shit. You know what I'm saying, doing that shit. So he kind of. And Wiz is on the come up too. Same with him.
I know they're from the same area.
But I remember watching Wiz Khalifa's YouTubes and stuff. You know, he did like
day to days. I grew up on that shit.
Exactly.
Since, like,
he was up
grade.
there. He was up there.
Was he?
He was up there.
I got to go back.
He was up there a couple times.
Wiz still doing day to days.
I know. I see.
Bro. It's funny to see celebrities' kids get older.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, like that's how you really know time is passing. Like his son is like 10 now or some shit.
Right? Like, I remember he started a YouTube with his son his first day of school. He haven't did one since.
Yeah.
I still remember. I was hyped. I was like, okay, he's back. Got his son right and stuff. That's when he was with Amber Rose and all that. But
yeah. But nah, how have you been, bro?
I'm cool, man.
What's
Can't
good?
Complain.
Like we said, we did a pod about like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I figured we could talk about a bunch of stuff, but I kind of do want to get your story. It could be like a standalone pod.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to start with, okay, so we did a pod with DJ Clockwork in New York. He was telling us about different types of DJs, but he was talking about like tour DJs, mainly like tour DJs, club DJs.
Uh-huh.
He didn't touch on the radio DJ. So maybe you can just tell us about what a radio DJ is, like what are maybe some different skills that you would have as being a radio DJ that is different from club DJs, tour DJs. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, you asked me that now or what?
I guess now. We're rolling.
All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, radio DJ, you know what I'm saying? We pretty much, we play the hits, you know what I'm saying? We play the hits because everything is kind of going back. I know you probably heard this a lot. Everybody says, the radio plays all the same shit all the fucking time and shit like that. But there's fucking, just like there's AI and shit, like we know how many people are tuning out of a song. We know how many people are staying tuned, like what they like and stuff like that.
I remember, not to cut you off, I remember last time you were telling me some shit I've never heard. You were like, you even have analytics on if somebody's turning it up or not?
Yeah, it's all that stuff, even from the app to the damn signals and stuff like that. We can tell all that stuff. So
wait, what signals?
Like the signals we have, like when people tune in and stuff, the satellites and stuff like that.
Okay.
All that stuff is connected. So we can tell if somebody doesn't like the song, how many people are changing the station when we play a certain song, how many people are, like staying a certain length of the song, you know what I'm saying, and or they're turning in and stuff. So pretty much we can tell if people like it or not. You know what I'm saying? If we're getting a whole bunch of tune outs and stuff like that, then probably a lot of people don't like that shit. So we're gonna probably get rid of that shit. But of course, the Chris Browns, the popular artists and stuff like that, the JAMZs and stuff like that people you already know people like and stuff like that, those kind of pretty much get like a lot of spins. Like the J. Cole's. If J. Cole drops something right now, you'll probably hear that shit a million fucking times. If who else gets a lot of spins? If SZA drops something right now, you probably hear that shit a million fucking times. Glorilla's killing shit right now. Obviously, you can, and she has like maybe like 3 songs that's in rotation right now, and all them shits are fucking like people like them.
How are you gauging these songs from when you first start playing them? Like, so obviously when you start playing them, you're gathering this data when they're already playing, but before you start playing it, how do you gauge it before that? You know what I mean?
Usually the record label send me the joints first. Of course, I find my own shit. You know what I mean? But mostly it's the engine that's behind these records. The record labels and, the people that's out here in the streets and stuff like that who are affiliated with the record labels, they send us these emails, blasts and stuff. Mostly all the DJs get the same email blast now, but the my relationship with the record labels are more. They're more. How can I say this? They're. I won't say more intense. What's the word I'm looking for? They're more. They call me a lot. I'm gonna say that to ask me to spin their records and stuff like that.
You in particular?
Yeah, of course, because they want the spins. I mean, more spins means, you know what I'm saying, more ears on the record and stuff like that. And also all that stuff adds up for them. And of course for the artists and stuff, they can see what city's spinning what DJs are spinning what. So they're on my ass like every day asking me, can you play this for us? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? You know, I want you to play this for me. Glorilla's going crazy right now. Of course, I'll check it out. If I like it, I'll play it. But of course, if it's like a top 40 record that's in the top 40, of course I'm going to play because that means a lot of people know this shit already. So,
do you take chances on? Oh my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely take chances on records. Absolutely. I'll try it if it makes sense. And also, it's even better for me because I DJ in the club too, so I can actually see. Yeah, you good. I can actually see the reaction of people when I play these records. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff adds into one. I'll listen to everybody's stuff. If they ask me for critiques, I'll give them critiques on it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the records that I play on the radio and stuff like that, my job is to keep my ratings high. You know what I'm saying? That's my job.
And that's ultimately by playing the music that people want to hear.
Exactly. And if it's rocking, if they like it, then I'm going to keep playing it. And obviously, I can see records before they hit the radio too, like the Boss Man D-Lows and stuff like that. I could see the reaction in the clubs and stuff to that. So
I saw him at Wavefest. He went.
Yeah,
crazy.
They snapped, right? They went crazy. And I saw you at Wavefest too. That shit was fucking hilarious too.
Oh yeah,
you was out there burning the fuck up, yo.
I was like, can somebody bring Sexy Red to the second stage?
Hey yo, I think I still got the picture, yo. I was like, yo, this motherfucker. I know he's fucking hot as shit.
It was hot as shit.
You were interviewing, I think, Batman at that time.
Yeah, and Carrie Ann.
I walked in. I was like trying to get your attention, but I didn't want to fuck up your shit. And I was like,
you took a picture of me?
I did, yo.
Let me see that. I probably look crazy. Honestly, I hate taking pictures.
What day is this shit? What day was it? I got to go to
It was on like, what was that date? We can get to it. So you're talking about the analytics, playing the music on the radio. What about the hosting, like the radio host aspect of it? Like, I feel like that's a different skill set than if you're just like a club DJ. Maybe touch on that part of it.
Hosting the songs and stuff.
Like just hosting like in between the songs, like talking to the people, talking on air.
Oh yeah, that's that comes with practice. Like it comes natural now. I've been doing it for almost over 10 years now. So they'll give me a script. It's kind of like reads, like podcast.
Oh, they give you a script?
Yeah, they give me scripts. Like say if there's like an event going on, like the iHeartRadio Fest or something like that. They'll give me like copy points on that. And I just make it my own. That's it. Make it sound like me. I don't want to sound like a robot, even though sometimes it does sound robotic. But I could just make it my own. Like, say if somebody buys commercial spots for an event that's happening in Virginia Beach, they'll say, yo, this is happening in Virginia Beach. Such and such is going to be there. Such and such is going to be there. You can win tickets at 103jams.com. And I just kind of make it my own.
Do you get a percentage of the commercial money, the ad money? Because it is your voice. You're the one doing the plug.
No, I don't. That's all. That's all. No, that's all the iHeartRadio contract stuff. That's their sales.
Okay.
Only thing I get paid for is endorsements. My endorsements and my endorsements and sponsors. Okay. That's it.
So
and of course my time being there, of course.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Which ain't shit, but you know what I'm saying? Most of my money comes from endorsements though, yeah.
So I saw you made a post on, I think, National Radio Host Day. Mm-hmm. You had I wrote it down. You were like, fun fact, I dropped off my mix show CD to ODU radio station some years ago. Mm-hmm. I waited 2 weeks, went back to check to see if they liked it. I saw it in the Receptionists trash can. Now I have the #1 night show in the city.
Facts.
So if it's something you really want, go get that shit.
Facts. Very true.
Maybe touch on, a little bit about those days, kind of just your journey to now. Did you go? So you went to ODU?
I didn't. I just wanted to be on the radio so bad. That's all it was. I just wanted to be on the fucking radio. I was, at that time I was messing with a lot of the old heads. You know what I'm saying? The older DJs and stuff like that.
At that time, who were the older DJs?
I actually posted a picture of him. I think it was Joe Pro was up there. DJ Boz, he's in Atlanta now. Who was it? DJ E, who was the manager of the Alley.
The Alley be going strong for a while.
Yeah, bro.
I just went to the Alley for the first time this year or last year. Bobby Blaze took me. I went twice with Bobby.
What day?
It was on like a Wednesday.
He should have mic'd you up when you went, bro. Y'all should have been.
It was on a. We'll get back to the story, but it was on like a weekday. It wasn't on like a super hype night.
Yeah.
So I went in there. I had some wings, had some drinks,
Friday.
had a great time. Because like coming from somebody, I always felt like that really wasn't my scene.
Yeah.
So you hear these rumors about the Alley, but I would say I was pleasantly surprised. I had a great time at the Alley.
Trust me, bro. It happens all the time. It's all that stuff is internet stuff, bro. Trust me. But in real life, if the Alley leaves today, in a month, you'll see a million posts. Damn, Mr. Alley, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll see a whole bunch of fucking shares on that shit. You speak on the Alley and that shit, your shit's gonna go viral, bro. This is what it is. But people have their own perceptions. But people talk about that shit that never even been in that shit. But that's neither here or there. But
so you're talking about these older DJs at the time, 10 years ago, when you dropped this show CD off to ODU.
Yeah, so at the time I was trying to get in the radio, trying to do it right now. At the time, I was doing pretty much what is podcast, but we was like internet radio at the time. Somebody just gave us a mic and we plugged in, and then whoever tuned in. It was called Worldwide Radio. That's what Boz had. I just took what I had to do. Took what I had, did what I had to do, went up there to ODU.
And what was that ODU? Like, what were you applying for at ODU?
Not a damn thing. I just wanted to be on the radio. So they had a station there, and that was the
college station.
It was a college station. Okay. That was the only access I can get. I couldn't walk into 103 JAMZ and fucking do shit. I couldn't walk into Hot 91 and do shit. So I just I seen DJ Jump Off, who was actually doing radio a lot. He was like doing on 92.1. He was up there with a lot of the older DJs and stuff. So I was kind of on his shoulder trying to figure things out, and he showed me how to use like Cool Edit and stuff like that, and Adobe and all that stuff, which is Adobe now. It's called Cool Edit back in the day. So he showed me how to do all that stuff and how to record myself mixing and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he was on I think he was up there at one time. So I kind of went up there, made my mix on a regular, old CD shits. Went up there, like, hey, what's up? Introduced myself. I'm DJ DC. At the time, like, I kind of had a buzz a little bit. I was doing a lot of clubs.
Oh, so you were spinning in clubs at the time?
Yeah, I was just doing clubs and stuff like that. Yeah, so just doing clubs, and I went up to ODU with my CD in a little folder, wrote my name up there, DJ DC, mixtape, whatever, mix CD, whatever, I handed to. I forgot the dude's name, y'all. And the crazy thing is, y'all, well, I'll get to that in a minute. But, I dropped it off, didn't hear anything about it. So, just like any job, you check up on it. See, like, hey, am I good? Did you check it out yet? How's it sound? Like, give me some feedback or something. So I went up there, and then I gave it to the receptionist. I don't think it was a receptionist at the time. I don't know. It was some office, whatever. I was literally, the studio was like pretty much this size, bro. Keep it 100 with you.
Where they were doing this college station?
Yeah, it was literally like kind of this size, and it was like a foyer area. But I gave this dude my CD, went there. About like a couple weeks later, went up there. And like, I guess they didn't take out the trash or some shit.
I was gonna say that. I guess they didn't take their trash out for 2 weeks.
Because it was like kind of behind the desk with that. Like they didn't take out the trash and shit. So I was like, damn. Like nobody was in there. So I looked. I was like, damn, my shit in the trash can. Like, damn, that means they ain't even fucking listen to this shit.
Did you take it out the trash?
I didn't. I just left it in there. I was like, because I didn't want to like be caught behind their shit or like, looking in their trash can and shit. You know what I'm saying? When they come out like, hey, what the fuck you doing? But no, I seen it in the trash. I'm like, damn, that shit's crazy. They didn't listen to that shit. So I said, it is what it is. I ended up doing Worldwide Radio, doing that shit.
And that was just on the internet?
That was just internet radio. Pretty much a podcast. I had a whole bunch of the homies, you know what I'm saying?
Was it visual? Was it like on YouTube? Where was this at?
It wasn't no visuals. It wasn't nothing. It was just on a fucking, you had to type in Worldwide Radio and you can listen to it.
On what
That's
though?
it.
The website?
It was
a
a website. That's
okay.
it, a website.
Yeah.
You click on that shit and you could stream. You could hear me talking, us chopping up and shit. And the time we were on, we weren't, like, nobody had none. I was just DJing. So I was free as a motherfucker. Like, I ain't had shit else going on but that. And I had some of the homies up there. Who else? I think it was Two Step. My homie Just Ruski, CJ. It was somebody else up there. Mastermind, RP to him. Tisha was up there. And it might have been somebody else. I can't remember. Sorry if I forgot. But we just up there just chopping it up shit. And like, we just regular conversation type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then the time we did it was like 2:00. People were at work and shit. So they weren't doing nothing. So they just logged on and listened to us. And Bob's like, yeah, you got listeners in Japan and shit. You got, because he could see, like, you know, where the people are listening to that and shit. You got a lot of people listening. I'm like, that shit crazy. It's like, your numbers are crazy. I'm like, bro, I don't see these motherfuckers, so I think he's bullshitting. So we end up.
You feel like nobody's listening.
I mean, at the point, I ain't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I just did it because it was fun. You know what I'm saying? It was fun as hell. We used to chop it up. We used to get drunk on that shit, just fucking drinking, and then we threw parties. Like, one time we threw a party at Shaka's. What's it called now? It's still called Shaka's?
I think Shaka's closed down. I got kicked out of there before, but yeah, that's a different story.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. It's called something else.
I got thrown out, actually.
You got thrown out? That's a long, you like, the stairs?
No, I got taken out in a full Nelson.
Okay. Damn. I mean, you know, so they had to walk you down the stairs and then walk you out.
Yeah.
So they walked you downstairs with a full Nelson down some flights of stairs.
Type shit.
Damn.
It was cool, though. Shout out to Shaka's. But yeah, so you threw a party at Shaka's.
Yeah, so we did one big-ass party at Shaka's. That shit went stupid. And after that, we were like, damn. And then, of course, you know, me, I was like, I'm about to take this shit serious. Like, this shit real. Like, motherfuckers really fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? Just us being us, and people wanted to hang with us. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, we drunk a lot. So, of course, you know, the girls is with us and stuff like that. And, of course, the promoters seen us. You know, then they want us to throw parties at their venue and stuff like that. And it was all fun, man. My homie, which was my roommate, Smooth, man, he was with me. He was all about the shit, too. We used to throw shit at the cave. We moved to the cave. That's when we started Sundays, which is fucking bananas. I'll get to that. But those were some good times, man. We definitely had some time there. But of course, you know, when you start something and then people don't see the motion, you know what I'm saying? Some people fall off. Another person falls off. Another person stops coming.
From the team.
Yeah. You know how that go.
I know that for sure, because
that's what
this podcast started with the crew.
Exactly. I know. You know exactly. Trust me. I know you already know, man. But, like, of course, you know, they start falling off. And then it's like just me and three people, Mastermind, Tisha, and me. And then Mastermind kind of, you know, went off and started DJing, doing his own thing, too. With Tisha, she would just like, whenever I called her, she was like, she'll pull up. So it was just me and her. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Boz, the studio that we're in, ended up leaving. He ended up getting, I don't know what happened, but he stopped. The studio was gone. We ain't had no studio to do our shit at.
Where you were doing worldwide radio on this website. Yeah, we were doing
worldwide radio. Yeah. So at the time, I was DJing at the Cave on Saturdays and shit. Got that shit going stupid. Started Sundays. I got videos of that shit down every Sunday, down the block. Every fucking Sunday. So then which is my older dude that, you know, I came under, he was like, yo, you want to DJ at the alley? I'm like, okay. I ain't know shit about that shit. All I did is heard Brown Sugar Fridays or some shit on the radio. I ain't know nothing about none of that shit. I knew that all the old heads went there.
Never been to the alley.
Never been before. So he like, yo, come on a Friday, yo. Come to the Friday. I'm like, all right, cool. I pulled up in that shit. That shit was fucking packed. You probably like, damn, what the fuck? You probably like, you know, feeling the same way walking in that shit. Like, damn, this shit big as hell. There's a lot of motherfuckers in here. Even though it probably didn't look like a lot to them, but it was a lot to me. I walked in the studio, and that's when I met Big B from the morning show, the Buddha Brothers. I met him, and
wait, so they have a studio at the alley?
No, this is club. This is club shit.
Okay.
So, and then I met DJ Curry. Well, he's on the radio. He was on 103 JAMZ at the time too. So, B was on the radio. Curry was there. That was the 103 JAMZ night that Friday. So I ended up going in there and meeting all them and stuff. And that was Kareem's Friday and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I started DJing there on Friday. Then he kind of had me open it up on Saturday for bars and stuff.
At the alley, right?
Yeah, this is all at the alley. So one day I probably like maybe 3 months in. 3 months in, Worldwide Radio's gone. And I'm still, trying to figure some shit out. Damn, man, motherfucker.
But wait, not to cut you off. Where did you guys start filming Worldwide Radio again if that studio had gone?
I was 3 months in. We ain't had nowhere to film it at.
Oh, 3 months in without doing it?
Yeah, without doing that shit.
Okay,
so I'm still, trying to figure shit out. So like, I'm trying to get on radio. So I'm sending my shit into 103 JAMZ and shit. Sending it to Hot 91. Nobody's fucking responding and shit. So then I get to one Friday, and Kareem, he hit me up like, yo, you trying to DJ, on the radio and shit? I'm like, hell yeah, what the fuck you mean? Down around trying to DJ on the radio.
Bro, like I saw your CD in the trash. Like,
no, this was way after that. This was Hot 91.
Okay.
And I've been trying to get in that shit, you know what I'm saying, like for a minute. And he was like, yeah, come on, I'm going to put you on my girl, JAMZ, which is his wife. She started a morning show called The Hot Morning Show, and she was looking for people with talent and stuff. So I was actually going to be a DJ. It was me, Sean, and I forgot the other dude's name. It was me, her, Sean, and somebody else. I forgot the dude's name. You're going to be mad if he sees it, but I forgot. But he was like, yeah, it's a morning show, so come in there in the morning and stuff. I introduce you to the team and stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I go up there in the morning. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Shit is like scary as shit.
Why is it scary?
Because I'm fucking into shit. Like, I'm there. I'm like in the studio, like seeing all, like, damn, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm really in this shit. So she sat down, introduced me and stuff. It was her show, so I'm just doing whatever the fuck she wanted me to do. You know what I'm saying? So they had me, I guess they planned on having me do a mix, whatever, and stuff like that. And at the time, Hot 91, they were trying to do some auditions for DJs and shit, which was, I think it was bullshit because it was dumb as hell. They had us mixing on Sunday gospel music.
On Hot 91?
Yes. Had me mixing gospel music and asking me to be creative with it shit. So you probably seen this shit now. They're mixing gospel music with like fucking Too Short, Shake That Monkey with gospel and shit. Yes.
I haven't seen that, but I have seen that. Just
you see it now on social media.
But like gospel music in itself has kind of elevated. Like there's like gospel hits now. Yes. Even like Rick Rogers, like he be making gospel hits.
I love Rick Rogers. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. But this shit was like we're mixing the classic songs, slow songs, with fucking twerk songs and stuff, and like they want that shit. I'm like, bro, this shit is crazy.
And for people that are listening, I guess if they don't know what Hot 91 is, it's like a hip hop station.
It's not known for gospel music. It's a college station, and the crazy thing is, I thought I had to go to college to get on that motherfucker. I tried my best. I went to college there for a little bit, and I fucking got out that shit because I'm like, bro, this shit is.
Oh, so you didn't go to college? Oh, you didn't finish college?
No, at all. No. I didn't do anything, none of that shit.
So you get to this morning show with, what was the girl's name?
JAMZ.
JAMZ. Yeah. She's having you mix gospel.
No, this is like the audition part. She's straight hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Okay. She wanted me to rock out, you know what I'm saying? Do my thing and stuff like that. I wasn't comfortable with talking on a mic at all at one point. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of was in the background letting them talk about, politics and shit, which I didn't give a fuck about at the time. I'm like, okay, like this politics shit. Yeah, it was like, to me, like, it wasn't what it should have been. Cause like you're in a college station, you know what I'm saying, with a whole bunch of young motherfuckers, and we're sitting there talking about shit that don't relate to them. So I'm sitting in the back like, what the fuck is going on? I'm young, I ain't understand none of this shit. So I'm kind of, just being a student at the time, just learning and stuff, sitting back and just getting in where I fit in. They ask me questions, I'll talk, whatever. But at the time, this is when Twitter was like fresh. So I'm like, nobody had a fucking Twitter. We didn't have a fucking station Twitter. So I'm like, fuck, I'll make that shit.
Well, I'll cut you off. What year was this?
Damn. This had to be maybe 2010 or 9.
Okay.
2000. Let's see, it had to be 2010 or 9. One of them.
So you got the gig though. So you did that audition, and you ended up being a DJ at Hot 91.
So it was. Yeah, it was. I don't even know if that shit even mattered for real. Cause like I like blew that shit up on my I'm big. I was big on like Instagram first started. Like people were just getting on Instagram. Twitter was the shit. People were just on Instagram. So I'm like posting every day like, yo, y'all vote for me and shit. And like my votes, I won the votes and shit. Cause like people were voting for me and shit. Like I won. Yeah, I won. Yeah. But like there was nothing after that shit. Which is weird as fuck. I'm like, okay, why the fuck y'all have me doing this crazy gospel mixing this shit, doing all this crazy shit, and like nothing happened. But I was on a morning show. We were on, kicking shit up there, and then it just kind of went up from there. Because after I was up there, I started talking more. I started controlling the social media and stuff like that because that was like before it is now. Like it was like on its way up. Like that shit was controlling shit. So we're up there and we're mixing this stuff, and we're going against DJ B and Angus Black in the morning on 103.
While you're at Hot 91.
Yes, we're on at the same time.
Okay.
So that shit was big because B, he's like a legend. He's like a legend as far as DJing and stuff. So it's him, Angus Black. He's a legend. He's a legend too. He does his comedian thing now. He's going crazy. So it's us against them. And me, I'm a competitive motherfucker. So I'm like, man, we gotta we gotta do some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? And kind of, this is before the Breakfast Club was on. So I'm controlling the social media and stuff, like, and we were trending at one time, like
on Twitter.
And that shit was big as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? If you're trending, that means you're like, motherfuckers is talking about you on Twitter, yo. Like that was a big thing. It's kind of like, it's same shit.
Same thing now.
Yeah, same thing now. But this is like people didn't know to really understand this shit.
The thing is with going viral and trending over the years, what has really changed, it feels less big because it's so much trending stuff.
Exactly.
Like in those early times of the internet, like
if you're fucking trending,
it wasn't much viral stuff. So when you go viral, it's like a big thing. But now it's like every other day something viral. So you get desensitized to viral stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then on the I guess on Twitter, you can see what is trending in your city. So you click on Norfolk, we were trending, like we were top joint. We were like Hot 91, pound sign Hot 91. I was on the air like, yo, pound sign Hot 91, everybody right now. All on air and shit. And motherfucker was doing that shit so I could see who the fuck was talking about us, who was listening to us and shit like that. I'm like, damn, my motherfuckers talking shit up here and everything. I'm like, God damn, this shit's crazy as fuck. But yeah, we're going against B and Angus Black at the time, and me, I'm like I said, I was a competitive person, so we.
So what did you just like did some antics on social media?
No, I just came up with some segments and stuff because I wanted to, stand out and not do the shit they were doing. Like at the moment, like shit that was boring.
Try to like innovate.
Yeah, like stay. So I just like. Once again, it wasn't my show, so I kind of threw stuff out there. Of course, they were like,
also, whatever. What was so you were DJing and like radio hosting?
Yeah, I was kind of like,
okay.
I was supposed to be behind the scenes, not talking, but like I end up saying some shit after my mixing shit, and then they were like, yo, you should like do segments and stuff. I'm like,
what were some of these segments you did at the time while you're competing with 103 JAMZ?
I did what did I do? Damn, it was some dumbass shit. But that shit was funny to me at the time. It was like more funny stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I was doing say, yo, y'all name me. So what I do, I went up there, I was like, all right, y'all, so here's some things you would camp out for. I think at the time, like some Jordans would come out and people were camping out and shit for Jordans and shit. So like, here's some things you would camp out for, and I'll say like some Jordans. It was some dumb ass shit, yo. I ain't gonna cap to you. That shit was dumb as shit, but like it was just something.
And you would have people call in?
They would call in, yeah, and there would be my shit was interactive as fuck. You know what I'm saying? My segment was interactive, so people would call in and stuff. But that shit was cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Seeing people react to you and stuff, and actually I say something on air, they call up like, yo, you fucking tripping and shit. You know what I mean? What the fuck you talking about? Like random motherfuckers and shit. I thought that shit was the coolest shit ever. But at the time, Hot 91 kept fucking going off signal. Every time like a hurricane came around or a heavy storm, that shit would blow away and that shit would be gone for like months. And then I go on social media and put Hot 91. Damn, Hot 91 forgot to pay their fucking bill again. God damn, this shit happens so fucking much it pisses me off because like you get so much momentum, right? And then the shit drop.
It's funny you say that too because we just had Alana Mercedes on recently. She's a radio host at Hot 91 right now. I don't know if you know who that is. So she was telling us about how it's kind of like run by the students. A lot of, like the students have a big part in it. But she was like how their technology is actually a lot better than a lot of other radio stations out here. So I guess that wasn't the case back in the day.
The same people who they got fucking college courses. Like they should have way better shit. But like the same people who built their studio is like the same person who used to work for us and shit. So
you're in this competition.
They have the same shit now. Everybody's like has
the same technology.
Yeah, they have the same technology and stuff like that. Which I wish we had. Where I've been telling people that for years, like, yo, we need fucking the students to be involved with this fucking station. Like, it's on fucking campus.
Oh, so at that time when you were there, they weren't involved?
Hell
you
no.
didn't go to there. That girl, she didn't go there.
She didn't go there?
No, I'm talking about the girl you were telling me about at the morning show. No.
No, she didn't go there either.
She didn't go there.
No.
Because now I'm pretty sure she was telling me that like most of the hosts and people that do stuff there are students.
That's the crazy thing. Like you got students, but you got motherfuckers on the street doing y'all radio show, which is crazy as fuck. So the students didn't even know about this shit. So when I got up there, like, I kind of, well, it still wasn't, when I was on the morning show, it still wasn't where I think it should have been. But like I said, the shit kept going off and on and then going off and on. Then Jazz Ray, she was like, yo, I don't think I'm going to do this shit no more, yo. This shit is annoying. Like, we get momentum and then it just goes away. And, of course, 103 JAMZ still up and running and shit. And we're just, like, sitting there like, damn, what the fuck is going on, blah, blah, blah. So after that shit happened, me, I'm still, like, trying to thug this shit out. Like, man, we can still do this shit. I'm throwing parties. I got Hot 91 banners. I'm posting in the cave and shit. And, still trying to, bring awareness to the station and stuff. So it's just me. So then it comes back on. Doug's like, yo, who was the program director? His name is Doug. He's like, yo, I'm going to put you on Afternoon Drive, which is the big shit. That's like everybody's fucking up. Everybody's driving. There's traffic. So people hear your ass.
Prime time.
Prime fucking time. Like, this is the time. I'm like, fuck, let's go. So I called my girl, Tisha D, who was on with me at the Worldwide Radio, who was still, what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, I could, let's do it. At the time, she was going to ODU, trying to figure some shit out. And I forgot what she took, though, but she graduated and everything. Salute to her, man. That's my dog. It was me and her up there. You know what I'm saying? She had her segment. She had all like the, the juice and stuff, like talking about the shit I didn't give a fuck about, like those sitcoms and shows and shit, world husbands, the wife who's dating who and shit like that. I ain't give a fuck about that shit, but it made it funny because I fucking was saying that shit on air. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about this shit, dog. Like, who's dating who's? Like, who the fuck is that? And she'll explain it and shit. And like, people would like found that shit entertainment because niggas call up and they'll still be like, yeah. It'll be like on my side and stuff like, yeah, bro, I'm with you and stuff like that. And also I had a segment which I do on 103 JAMZ called Brain Fart. And I actually was trying to pitch that on the morning show, right? All this stuff that I'm doing on my own show on Afternoon Drive is what I try to do on the morning show. It wasn't my show. I was like, yo, we should do this shit. Nah, we ain't gonna work. We don't have no giveaways because once again, we didn't have no money coming in that shit. I wasn't getting paid a dime.
At the morning show.
I won't get paid shit. I don't get paid nothing. All this shit, I'm still doing the shit free.
Were they
from Worldwide Radio to the morning show, getting up early as fuck, DJing in Richmond, driving back. I won't get paid for shit.
What about the afternoon show? Did you start getting paid for that one?
I won't get paid none of that shit. None of that. I won't get paid for nothing. All this shit is just the strength because I love this shit and that shit is fucking lit.
Were you allowed to like promote these parties you were doing there? It might have been a good like advertising thing.
They try to control that shit. We're not supposed to do nothing if they ain't paying nothing. That's just what it is.
No, your parties, like where you're spending at the clubs and stuff.
I had my social media. I was still on that shit doing that. I was
so
posting
you're really
flyers.
just doing it for free for us.
Man, I was posting flyers like a fucking spam page.
Okay.
Know what I'm saying? So that's all they seen. All the people I'll be on that shit. Yo, follow me on such and such right now, blah, blah, blah. While I'm in the mix, and people, I get like fucking 10 followers a day. And then that shit start growing and growing and growing. And I post my flyers and shit, my club flyers and stuff. People pulled up.
So you're doing the worldwide radio. You go to the morning show at Hot 91. Mm-hmm. They put you in the afternoon at prime time.
Yep.
You start doing all these ideas that you had for the morning show.
Yep.
That's kind of where you left off at.
Yep. And then after that shit worked. That shit went crazy, like to the point where we actually can see our numbers now. We can see it's called shares, and radio is called shares. And I can see my shares, like I had like a 2 share. We started off at a 2 share, which ain't shit, but it's still a lot compared to like 103 JAMZ was like a 13 and stuff like that.
Can you break down the shares? Like,
shares is like a pie. It's like a pie. So if we got 13, Z104 has maybe 5. A rock station maybe has 2, and all that equals up to 100. That's all it is.
Shares, is that the number of listeners in this area?
Yeah, it's okay. If you have, the more shares you have, it's like you have more of the pie.
And the pie is just the total number of listeners in this market.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Okay. It's everybody in this area, and you have the most shares, then you're fucking running shit. So at the time, we had a 0 share because the shit kept fucking dropping out. When I did my radio, my afternoon drive shit, my shit went up to like a 9 share. And my shit goes to a 9 share. A college station goes to a 9 share. That's some big shit. Like, that's some shit, like, people gonna like, hold on, what the fuck is going on over here? Like, what? And then it was consistent too. Like, it was month of September, October. It was consistent 9 share. Like, nah, this shit ain't no fake shit. Like, this shit like is real. So then my shit's going crazy. I'm doing my game shows and shit. I don't have nothing to give away. Now all of a sudden, people are calling like, "Hey, I want DC to do this on air for me." These little, these restaurants and stuff are calling, asking me to, get endorsements and stuff. Wanted me to shout them. Yeah, they want to sponsor my parts of my show and stuff like this. I ain't know nothing about none of this shit. Trust me, I didn't know anything. But there was some salespeople in there, but they were selling some shit I didn't even know about. I probably was no for real. I was probably making money, but I wasn't seeing shit. They were making money off my show. I guarantee they were. I know that for a fact. They were making. You
started doing the ads?
Yes, we were doing ads. I was doing reads. I was chopping up commercials and stuff. I'm like, damn, we getting a lot more commercials now and stuff on the radio.
But I'm still getting no money. Like,
I won't get shit. But I know. Now you just made me think of that shit now. Like, I didn't pay no mind because, like I said, I just love this shit. Know what I'm saying? If they make money off it, cool. Know what I'm saying? So then, consistent 9 shares. My shit is booming. And all of a sudden, I get the call from 103. They called me like, hey, you ever think about coming over here and stuff? At the time, of course, remember the satellite at Hot 91 keeps going in and out. It keeps fucking up. Get the momentum, then it fucking stops. Get the momentum, then we stop. My shit was going crazy. I'm talking about crazy. And then hurricane comes again, wipes us out. We're out again. So
what was that? Probably Hurricane Isabel?
It was probably. It was one of the motherfuckers.
Okay.
I know one Katrina. It was one. It was the big one. So
okay.
It probably was Isabel.
I think it was Isabel. Yeah.
So that shit came and then boom.
So you get the call from 103
They
James.
called me.
Who calls you?
DJ Fonts calls me. He's like, hey, you thought about being on the radio and stuff? I mean, over here and stuff. And the crazy thing is, while we were off, I was sending them. I had somebody type me up, try to be professional because this is 103 JAMZ. I want to be super professional. I had them make me like a template of what I do, kind of like a resume, what I do and stuff. And I was sending that shit to the wrong person. I just found somebody's email, right? Her name is Miss Beverly. Shout out to Miss Beverly. I send her at least 50 emails, yo, of the same shit. And she finally wrote back, hey, this is the such and such department. I'll forward this to DJ Fonts, though. And the crazy thing, I'm in a meeting in real life, and that shit was crazy. So I'll tell you about that. But like Fonz called me, he was like, "Yeah, you trying to, be on 103?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm trying to be on 103 and get paid, motherfucker." Like, hell yeah, it won't shit. But I ended up going over there and made the announcement, and that shit was big. Everybody was like, "Oh shit!" And it was like, as soon as I made that announcement, it was hella fucking blogs, fucking tagging me and shit, and like, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, it had to be at least 50 blogs I'd never heard of before. Like, do riots on me and like tag me and shit. I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers really is paying attention to shit I'm doing. And that shit is crazy as fuck. But ever since then, it's been up since then.
Did this happen during one of those periods when Hot 91 was down?
Yeah, this is when Hot 91 was down.
So it's not like you didn't make the announcement on Hot 91. Like, I'm going.
I didn't. I just left, bro. Like, I did my best. I tried my hardest. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I get that momentum, and then.
Well, I mean, realistically, if you take them to the 9 share, which I'm assuming they've never been to that level before.
Never. That shit is...
And they're starting to do ads and sponsorships, and they're not going to pay you. Like, that's... At that point, it's like you proved your worth, so it's like...
Yeah, I mean...
You earned it, I feel like.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about that shit until, like, I got the 103. I'm like, I start putting 2 to 2 together, like, damn. So this is why they called my ass, because remember, if I'm getting a 9 share, remember, there's only, like, a couple of hip-hop stations. And we're all fighting for that piece of the pie. So if I'm getting 9 share off a hip hop station, that means I'm pulling from 103 too. That means I'm pulling from Z104. I'm pulling from all these people. So they're like, where the fuck is going on? Who the fuck is on at this time? And they see me out there.
So they had to bring the competition over.
They had to. They had no fucking choice, dog.
Much, like,
they had no choice what to do that shit, bro.
So you were getting paid from the jump at 103. They offered you some money.
That's a job. Like they had to sign paperwork and all that shit, confidentiality, all that shit. So
what year was it when you got to 103?
It had to be. So it was 10 years, 11, 12. So I say 2013, around that time, 2013, 14. Because it's been 10 years, so.
At 103.
Yeah, so it's been like...
Now that you say it, I'm trying to remember. I don't think I asked Alana. Do you remember if I asked her, does she get paid at Hot 91 now?
I think they probably get paid now. They might. I don't know. Yeah. I don't want to like count people pocket and shit, but if they get paid over there, that's fucking lit. Like, that's just dope as fuck.
It is great experience because even like you said in the beginning, you didn't really know how to talk on the mic. All the stuff that makes you great at 103 right now, you cultivated those skills at Hot 91 and at Worldwide Radio.
Absolutely.
So even though you were doing it for free, you were getting like invaluable experience.
Exactly. You know and that's the levels I be trying to, that's why as far as like people, like I can tell who wants it. You know what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of people that doing the podcast and stuff, like you're fucking consistent as fuck. And I know you love this shit because you wouldn't have made this shit, you wouldn't have did all this shit for nothing, bro. Like, you've been doing it for how many years now? How many years?
4 years in. This episode 235.
Because you could tell who's serious. Like, the first year, you could tell who's serious.
Well, they say like 90% of podcasts don't make it past 5 episodes. And what's also interesting, when I read that, they were like, with podcasts, it sounds crazy, but it takes 200 episodes to really find your style. And I felt that. Like, we were doing it. We got to like 190, like whatever. And I'm like, okay, like we kind of get in the rhythm of things. But then when we passed 200, it felt different. Like, I really kind of feel like I know how I want to go. I know how I want to flow. So it takes a while.
It takes a while. Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand that shit. And like me just, rambling about my journey and shit, doing this shit. Like, you could tell who's serious. I'm always looking for that next person. Like, you can tell who's serious, who really wants to do it. Because I fucking did the groundwork. I came from the mud, literally. Nobody can't take shit away from what the fuck I did on that station. Somebody can say what the fuck they want. Nobody can say anything because everybody knows. They know, like, my story. Most people know my story. If not, then they'll figure out their ass. But like I said before, like, you can tell who's serious, who wants to do it, and not who just doing it just, for the clout and stuff like that. But and
even outside of broadcasting or being a radio host, that they say that about any business. It usually takes 5 years to get a business off the ground.
Absolutely, it takes a while to get the wheels rolling.
Yeah. So okay, maybe we could just back up a little, just go a little bit earlier. So we're talking about how you got to 103 JAMZ. But when we started, you said that you were already DJing clubs and stuff when you went to Hot 91 the first time when they threw your CD in the trash can. How did you even get into DJing, period?
Just collecting music. When I was in high school, I always collect music. I was in a band at one time, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's where the love of the music came. I was in the fucking marching band,
like
the
in high
school
school.
band.
Okay.
Yeah, school band. Which, I mean, I thought it was cool because, you know, when you're young and they give you like, I think they still do this. Like, they let you hold the instruments and stuff, let you play them and stuff like that. That shit was cool as fuck. Like, they let you, like, play the drums and stuff. They bring them into your classroom and let you play with them and shit. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I said, yo, I want to play the trumpet. So I was playing the fucking trumpet, yo. At one time. Then I played the baritone. And then, like, that shit was... You did too, the baritone.
What is the baritone again?
The baritone is the big motherfucker.
It looks like a trumpet?
It looks like a trumpet. It's, like, huge, yo. Like...
Can you pull up a baritone? You got it plugged in? Okay.
So I played a baritone, the trumpet, then they tried to move me to a fucking a French horn.
Okay.
You know what a fucking French horn is?
I don't.
Yeah, that shit is.
I gotta get tapped in with my instruments.
Yeah, bro, because it's called. They're in the brass.
Okay. Yeah, pull up baritone and French horn. So that's a baritone right there.
So that's the one for.
That's a trombone.
That's a trombone.
The
one that on the right there.
Yeah, that's like a marching. That's a baritone. They switched them shits. When the fuck they switch them?
What about a French horn?
A French horn is fucking. That shit look like ancient. I ain't gonna lie to you. It looks ancient. Like, you have to put your hand in that motherfucker, right?
One of those?
Yeah, yes. Like, you
that shit looks crazy.
See how he's had his hand in that shit?
Oh, he has it in the opening or down there?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what the fuck that shit does, but...
Wait, what is it? So you had your hand in it like that? You had your hand in the hole?
I didn't play the French horn that long. I didn't play the French horn that long, bro. I played the baritone and the trumpet.
Okay, so this is in high school while you're in the band.
Yeah. So I was like, man, they trying to switch my instrument. I don't want to do this shit no more. And on top of that, I was playing sports at the time too, so they made us pick which one we wanted to do. Either you had to play the band or you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're, because they, you know, they were short staffed, they needed people in the fucking band at the time, and nobody wanted to do that shit. So I was
what
like,
high school did you go to?
I went to Deep Creek High School.
Deep Creek, that's Virginia Beach, right?
That's Chesapeake.
Chesapeake. Okay, so you grew up in Chesapeake.
Yeah, Chesapeake. Okay. Yeah, I went to school with Jay Murphy. I know you heard of him, Jay Murphy.
I want to say I've heard his name. What does he do?
He's a DJ.
Jay
and
Murphy.
Also he's an artist too.
Somebody talked about. I think somebody's brought him up on the pod before.
The Cousins Festival.
That's where I seen his name.
Yep.
Yeah, we can get into that too.
Yeah, we all.
So
we all went. He was Jason Derulo's DJ.
Okay.
For.
That's where I see.
Yeah. He did. Yeah, he did that.
I do remember that. Okay.
Yep. He definitely was in there too.
So you're in high school in this band. They make you pick between that and sports. I'm assuming you picked the band.
No, hell no. I picked fucking sports.
Okay.
I didn't. Our band was trash. I'm talking about Flight of the Bumblebee type shit. I'm like, fuck out of here. I don't want to play that shit. But like, yeah.
What sport?
Football and basketball, and I did some track too. So I ended up choosing that. But like, I still love music, so I always collected music. And then one time, I think my homie, he was like, yo, he was throwing a party or whatever in his backyard. Shout out to T-Mac, my brother T-Mac. He threw a party in his backyard. He like, yo, we need some music and shit. So I'm like, I got you, you know what I'm saying? So I got my pops' speakers. They were some fucking Yamahas. Old shits where you had to like connect the wires and shit to the fucking 5 CD disc changer.
Okay.
Remember that's how old that shit was. But it was my dad's shit, but that shit fucking worked. So I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna burn a whole bunch of CDs, have all my songs and shit. Burn a whole bunch of CDs and stuff. So mind you, I'm in high school and shit. So you say, yo, somebody's having a party, everybody's pulling up. Somebody's having a party in his backyard, everybody's pulling up, and plus a couple other schools are pulling up too because they heard about the party. So we're in the backyard and shit. I had my shit set up. So I got 5. Have you ever had a 5 CD changer? 5 disc?
Not like a portable
like a
one,
car one,
but I
like
definitely
car?
I'm old enough to where I had a CD player.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Okay.
I don't think I ever had like a. I had one in my car though.
The shit like spins around and shit. Like you put 5 CDs in and you just like, yeah, it's just crazy. But so we hooked that shit up. Speakers booming and shit. So At the time, we're playing Young Jock is Going Down. That's like the hottest song right now. It's just like '06, I think, some shit like that. So Young Jock is Going Down. It's one of the hottest songs. And of course, like the Yin Yang Twins, anything that's going to make the bitches twerk and shit. That's what we wanted because we wanted to, you know, pull up on girls and stuff. So I have my CDs in there, right? So mind you, when you play a song and you switch the song, it's like a long pause in between, especially if you're switching CDs and shit. So we're playing a song, and then I push the button like too fast, and it like goes to like track 3. I want to go to track 2. I push the button like 4 times, and it goes to track 5. So the song's playing, and then everybody like, hey, and I said, and then it goes to the next song. They were like, yo, go back. I'm like, oh shit. And this shit is like, it's long pauses and shit. Like, yo, everybody's like, then the other shit plays. And everybody like, no, play that one. No. So it's like, they're yelling at me and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? So this shit is crazy as fuck. So then I go to high school the next day, right? And the homie's like, yeah, man, worst DJ ever. Yo, you the worst fucking DJ ever. You know, they joking me and shit at school and shit because I'm fucking up the damn party and stuff, trying to like, you know, play songs, DJ on fucking 8-track CD disc changer.
Yeah, it's I guess not a good formula to spin at a party with the
bro.
pauses. Like,
that shit. I mean, I had the music, so I just played this shit. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna figure this shit out, yo. So, months again, there were team parties going on. DJ Vincent, everybody knows DJ Vincent. He went to Nova State. He did like team parties and stuff. And of course, you know me. I went to the team party. He's DJing shit, so I'm like looking at his shit like, what kind of shit he got? He got
trying to peep game.
Yeah, trying to peep. Serato. What the fuck is Serato? Okay, so I'm going online, start looking up shit. So he got these turntables. So I'm just gonna buy some turntables and shit. Which was I think it was called DJs in
DDJs.
No, it's a place called DJs in Norfolk. It's gone now, but they had they had vinyl and stuff. That they sold vinyl records and stuff. So I'm like, shit, I think I just need to get vinyl and shit. So I'm buying vinyl. That shit expensive as fuck. I'm talking, to me, like, I'm working at Walmart and shit.
Yeah.
And trying to fucking buy $20 CDs and like I'm not CDs, but records and stuff. So I'm buying. I got a couple of. I think I got like chicken noodle soup.
I remember that. Yeah.
I had that vinyl. I think I had a Neo joint, Neo song. What else I had? I had fucking Yin Yang Twins. I just had like little shit. I mean, you know, regular songs that people already know. So I had them shits, and I was like practicing on them shit. So I bought needles, and I was ass, but I fucking just tried to figure that shit out. But when I went to DJ Vinci, I'm like, yo, he's DJing off a fucking laptop, not no fucking turntable and shit. What the fuck he got? So he had Serato. It's like, fuck. So then I bought this big ass fucking laptop. HP, I don't know what the fuck it was. I bought a laptop and I downloaded this shit. So I put all my music on the fucking laptop. No external hard drive. Like a dumbass. Okay. I'm talking about thousands of songs like that I download off fucking LimeWire. You remember LimeWire?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was using LimeWire.
Yes.
Yeah.
I down and it was another one, Napster or some shit.
Napster was like the one you had to like pay for, but LimeWire was like illegally getting it.
Yeah. So I definitely was on LimeWire downloading every fucking song, even songs that corrupted my computer. I didn't give a fuck.
I think Napster was the first like online platform where you can download music. Like you buy it, but you're downloading it. You're not getting like a physical piece of hardware.
And the original Napster was free.
Was it free? I don't think I ever used it because I always just stole it off LimeWire. Like, but okay,
yeah.
So you're filling up this laptop
with music and shit.
Filled up all your storage.
Yeah, and then I see fucking Serato. I go online, shit, fucking $800. I'm like, fuck. So then I'm fucking working my ass off, saving some money.
Is Serato a program or is that the hardware?
It's a DJ. Hardware. It's the DJ hardware
okay,
that you had to have. And then once you buy it, they give you. Back then they gave you this box. It was like Serato box that you hook up to the mixer, and then the USB
to
your laptop, and you can play. You can control the songs on the turntables and stuff. So I ended up saving enough money for that shit, and then like. Once I got that shit, I literally locked myself in a room and was like fucking, like figuring that shit out, how to use it. coming up with playlists and shit and doing stuff and recording myself and stuff like that. Like I did that shit. As soon as I got work, I went right home and I wasn't playing no video games or none of that shit. I was like in that shit like every fucking day, dog. Yeah. And then finally, I was like, okay, I want to do some parties and shit. I ended up doing, a neighborhood party again, through my own shit at the log cabin. Salute everybody in Chesapeake, know about the log cabin. Do the party at the log cabin. That shit was fucking packed. And of course, there's always fights that happen and shit. People shooting outside and stuff. Like, you can't have shit nice. But every fucking party ended up being a fight. So I'm like, fuck, I need to get in the club or some shit. So I ended up linking up with my homie Deshaun, who's in Vegas. He's a promoter in Vegas now. But he was throwing parties and stuff. They were called the Gift and the Curse. They were like a dance crew out here. They used to like throw parties and stuff. And the party I think I was at, it was called the Old Picasso's. It was like a teen spot. And I got my first gig there. I don't know how I ended up linking up with him, but he was like, all right, come through. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't think I was probably going to come through. I came through with my shit, and there was another DJ there. Already like there, I'm like,
he was
what?
A backup guy.
No, he was the main DJ, but okay. I came in there like early because I'm hyping shit. I'm telling everybody this is like this had to be 07. Everybody was graduating, so it was probably around June, I would say. So it was like a graduation party for the beach, Virginia Beach and Chesapeake. Everybody was graduating, so of course, once they graduate, they're looking for the parties and stuff. Everybody's graduated, they have nothing to worry about, so everybody goes there. Line is fucking wrapped around. I'm fucking nervous as fuck. I'm talking about so many motherfuckers. There had to be at least 1,000 motherfuckers in line. And there was nowhere to park at all. But I got there early as fuck because, I was hyping shit. And me and my homie was there, Jay Black, and we ended up going in that motherfucker. And then I go in there like, okay, like, where do I go? They were like, you the DJ? Like, yeah, all right, go up there, blah, blah, blah. The DJ booth is up there. And then here comes the other DJ. Walks in, he was like, who the fuck is this? Like, no, I'm DJing this shit, blah. So I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I think it was DJ Two Step, the dude who was on the podcast with me. He was doing the shit. Then I was like, he was like, you know what? I'm going to do this the first 2 hours, you can do the last 2 hours. I was like, word, bet. So he ended up doing that shit, right? He was DJing and stuff. People start coming in. And of course, I'm promoting this shit like the dude, the Gift for the Curse, he's not there yet. I'm looking where the fuck this motherfucker at. Like, you didn't tell me there's another DJ and shit. So before then, we were passing out flyers going to the mall like, yo, we're going to be here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come through. Just going up to random girls. And they were like, oh, yeah, I heard about this. I'll be there. I'm like, oh, shit. They know about this shit. This shit's going to be fucking crazy, which was crazy. So, of course, all my people who were at the log cabin, that was shooting up shit and fighting and shit, all the motherfuckers came to that shit. So I'm like, fuck.
And what was that venue called again?
The Old Picasso. It's called the Old Picasso. Okay. It was on Newtown Road, between Baker and Newtown Road, right on that corner where the goddamn Burger King is at.
And this is your first club gig?
This is my first club gig. Nervous as shit, and of course, all my people come there like, yo, why you not DJing? Like, what you doing? Like, everybody's in there like, yo, why you not DJing this shit? I'm like, I'm going up there this way. So I go up there, and the first record I play, I'm nervous as fuck, and my homie's like, hype me, let's go, man, let's go. He's hype me, let's go. Club packed as fuck. The first song I dropped was All the Hoes Jogging, Beat Steady Knocking, New the stage, got the whole club rocking. It was Glorilla Zoe, and motherfuckers, that shit snapped. I'm talking about everybody went crazy and that shit. Then I dropped, fuck them other niggas, because I'm around for money, the C-Murder shit. And of course, the shit went crazy, and then there was like a big-ass fight, of course, because the people at the log cabin were in there, and that shit kind of, went like, it went crazy. But the motherfuckers, after that, they were like, yo, they started dapping me up and shit, like, yo, what's your name, bro? Yeah, you did your thing, I'm going to have you come next week and shit. So ever since then, it was up from there as far as the club and shit.
Did you get paid for that first one?
No, I didn't get fucking paid.
Damn.
I ain't getting paid for shit, dog. That shit is crazy as fuck, right? I was still working at Walmart. Then I ended up quitting Walmart because, like, they ended up paying me and stuff. I got my first $200. And I was like, damn, I got $200 for fucking DJing for fucking 3 hours. This shit's crazy as fuck. And that shit was consistent.
That next week?
Yeah, and I was doing that shit every week, and that shit started building up, and that summer was bananas for me. Like I was the main DJ in that motherfucker, yo. So that shit was crazy. And then like the person the older lady who was doing the night, they were fucking with me and shit. Like, yo, I want you to DJ this. And then people would find out who I was. And then I started doing other stuff and stopped working at fucking Walmart. And it was up in there as far as the club scene. That shit was crazy as fuck though. But
I know you also have you're still doing the Amazon thing, right?
Yep.
How's that going? So you have, I think you have like
tiring as fuck.
Like a delivery. You own a bunch of trucks, like Amazon trucks.
I own a DSP, an Amazon DSP.
Is this port? Well, the strike is over, but did that port stoppage have any?
That shit had nothing to do with us. We gave our drivers a raises, so that's why I've seen somebody be like, "Yo, Amazon's trying to fucking protest too." Y'all just got a fucking raise, like everybody did. They were starting out at fucking $15, which is bullshit to me for my drivers and shit, but that was like the standard. But we're there at like $20 plus now, like working and stuff. So that's like good for them. You know what I'm saying? I think that's good for, you know what I'm saying, for like the young people that's like 21 and stuff who's starting to work and stuff. So that's great.
I was weak because, so people probably seen it, but it was the union had like all the port workers stopped working. Mm-hmm. And it was funny because everybody went out, obviously was buying out all the toilet paper again. But then I found out that toilet paper is actually made in America. So it's like
I don't
no reason
understand that shit. I never understood. I never understood that shit either, man. I don't know why people did that shit. That shit was dumb as fuck. Like, if anything, like I would buy something that's like maybe water or some shit.
Yeah.
Or like what toilet paper is dumb as fuck. I never understood that shit. Shit pissed me off.
So you're still doing the Amazon thing. It's going well. You're at 103 JAMZ still. I saw you also spun at Cousins Festival.
Yeah.
How was that? I had a podcast that night, so I couldn't make it there. I really wanted to go, but how was that?
Yeah, Cousins Festival was dope, man. It was a great experience. That was the first time I actually was like treated like a fucking like talent. You know what I'm saying? As far as like having our own fucking room and stuff, having like being catered to kind of like the artist and shit like that. So that was dope. That was a dope experience. I thought it was well overdue. I was pretty fire. For the first one, it was dope. You know, Pusha T was walking around there, you know, shaking people's hands, like seeing him in the crowd and shit, just walking around. That shit was like, that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Only thing is, I just wish there was more. I think everybody was expecting more, which I'm pretty sure they will, you know, go to the next level with things. But other than that, it was hot as fuck that day. So it was kind of hard to get people to fucking dance and shit in the fucking sun. It was hot as shit. I'm talking about, it was hot as fuck. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, it was cool. Like I said, I just wish they had maybe other things for people to do out there.
Like what?
Because there was a lot of people out there. They had food trucks, and then they had, you know, the radio stations out there, and then they had us. That was it. Until people were like let inside to like, you know, Larry June. Yeah, they had Larry June, Lion Babe, Maskers and Lonnie B. They opened up from Richmond, and then they had Erykah Badu.
What would you like to see at the next one?
There's more things until people go in and actually see the show. Like they can actually put like me personally, I would see if Norfolk can block off that street. That's kind of maybe Granby or something. I like and have a big ass Ferris wheel, some shit on the plaza. I think that would be fire to me.
Maybe some more local stages.
They had local stages too. They had like 2 stages which I didn't know. They had a Red Bull stage, which is like, it's mostly catered to DJs though. Like DJs go up there and the Red Bull shit is fucking crazy though. Have you seen the truck, the Red Bull truck?
I don't think so.
That shit is crazy as fuck. Like that shit is like, look like some fucking army shit. But like the DJ is like right in the middle of that motherfucker and it has like this, like 2 monitors in the back, which like, say if you got your off-world, it'll be like behind you and shit. And like, with big ass fucking speakers that's on that shit. It's all on one truck, so they can drive around while you're DJing and shit. And like that shit's crazy as fuck. But they could put I think they could put a stage over there for some local talent and stuff like that. What else? Definitely I would love to see that big ass Ferris wheel out there. That should be fire. maybe some fucking basketball hoop, some shit. It's a Cousins Fest. Maybe some tables or something. People play dominoes on or something. That was the whole vibe I was getting from it, like a cookout vibe.
That's how they were like promoting it, kind of.
Yeah, know what I'm saying. But I just wish there was more to do, and that's a good question. Like, what else would you want out there? I mean, me personally, that's all I can think of right now. But that's something they're gonna have to figure out. Know what I'm saying? To go to the next level of things. But for me, experiencing it, walking around, there were food trucks. And us. That's it. I mean, I think there was like a merch area, but I didn't walk in there. But other than that, that was it. You know what I'm saying? You know how Pharrell had things to do at the Something in the Water Fest? There were panel discussions. There were like things that you can like go to, or like did you go to the first one?
I did.
You went to the first one?
I was at the first one and the third one.
I love the first one. The first one was like perfect, I think. You know what I'm saying? There was one stage. The second one was like, God damn, all this fucking walking, going to stage.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy as fuck, man. I had fucking ice on my knees, yo.
The third one? The second one was in D.C., right?
Third one, yeah. The second one was D.C., which I don't get that shit. That shit was like...
That was kind of random.
Yeah, that was random. Yeah. Oh, that was because his cousin...
oh, yeah, they didn't want to do business with...
Yeah, because I understood. Okay, I do understand that. And they didn't.
This year, I don't know. They really pump faked it crazy. Like they canceled it on the day.
Bro, people were in line, dog.
Because we were supposed to. So we got invited to do. We were supposed to do a live. So we did a live podcast at Wayfest. Mm-hmm. It was a fun time. We had a great experience. Then we got invited by my boy Illa to do a live podcast at the celebrity golf match that Something in the Water was going to do. So we're hyped for that. We're about that. We announced that the same day that they dropped the tickets, and then. Like 2 hours later, my boy calls me. He's like, it was like an hour before Something in the Water made the post, and he calls me. He's like, "Yo, everything's canceled, bro." I'm like, "What? We just announced it today. What's going on?" They dropped the post. Damn sure everything is canceled. I'm like, "What, bro?" We
were the same thing. We were a person that we were talking to. He was like, "Yeah, all right, be ready. We're gonna be making an announcement and stuff." I'm like, "Okay, let's go." And I was like, "Yo, all right, it's a month away. Like, you think he's gonna pull this shit off in a month?" And then time started ticking off. I'm like, and then it was like, okay, he's about to make an announcement. I'm like, okay,
on the Lego movie.
Yeah, I'm like, it's about to happen, and then, that shit is, But people were in line, dog, waiting in line, got tickets, and then that's crazy, though. But
hopefully next year it'll be back and it'll be better than ever.
I think so too.
Yeah, we'll see. But it was cool. We had something. Cousins Festival happened. I heard that was fire. We have a kind of a more like we have a thing called Pulse Festival coming up. You heard about this?
Pulse Festival. No.
Is it Pulse Festival? Yeah. So yeah, it's being thrown by I think Where the Heart Is, like Gabe Niles, Rice is a part of it. It's a few other people, but it's like a 3 or 4 day festival. It's a lot of local artists, but then they also have B.O.B. headlining. Who else headlining?
Where the fuck has B.O.B. been?
Who was up there? Rotimi from Power.
Okay.
Who else was the headliners? It's a few like headliners, but then there's a bunch of local artists on it. Okay. So for the everyday person that lives out here, I think this would be a great festival to kind of get hip to a lot of our local talent. So that's actually, I think, coming up in 2 weeks. You better be looking it up. When's it? What's the date on that? Is it October 11th, 12th, 13th? Yeah, so that's a flyer right there.
Okay.
Or like but that's...
So where's it going to be at?
Virginia Beach.
What area though? Like, the Strip or just...
Oh, so Team Yellow is part of throwing it. So that's Pharrell's thing, right? Pharrell's brand. Okay. It should be pretty cool. It's like on some, like I said, on some local shit. But it's a lot of our great artists from out here, and then like I said, a few headlining names, a few big names to draw out some people that aren't hip to the scene. So that's coming up. Yeah.
My thing is though, how do you like get people
there?
Yeah, so they got Rotimi. Who else?
B.O.B., Rotimi, and who was the? Go to. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Is it just B.O.B. and Rotimi? That's the biggest names?
That's the biggest names.
Chaz French, Shaolin.
He's from D.C. So it's DMV.
DMV. Some road DMV shit.
Cool.
Yeah, so that should be fun. My whole thing with Something in the Water was like I feel like they should do more, and this is probably a step in that direction because I think Team Yellow is a part of this. So I always wanted to see Something in the Water happen, and then have more events throughout the year that keep the public out here engaged to our scene, and that kind of just keeping the momentum going to the next one.
What happened on the third one that they did? That was like perfect.
What they do? Oh, they did a Mighty Dream after that.
Yeah, like they had their own stage in the
the local stages.
Yeah,
at the third one. Yeah,
that
I was
was
there.
perfect.
Yeah, that was fire.
Saying?
Yeah,
I think that was perfect. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, the artists, I don't know who was on that stage and stuff.
it was a bunch of DJs. They had performers. Oh no, Lex Luger was there.
Lex
Luger did a set there.
He was on the mic. Yeah, it was fire.
They had something called something Indie Water that Illa and them threw, MSQ Shop through. That was cool. But still, that was all at the festival. That was that weekend.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the remainder of the year. So something in the water happens. Now maybe at least every like 2-3 months have something happen that's keeping the momentum going till the next something in the water.
My thing with that is like I think maybe it's too many
artists,
like local artists that's on it. I think y'all should just narrow it down to like just maybe like 7, like the top 7 artists that's doing it, because eventually y'all. I hate this, but like eventually the artists, if you have all these artists up there, pretty much you're performing for artists, unless you like really have motherfuckers who really supporting your shit, who really coming out and stuff like that. Because if you think about it, I went to a open mic, and like every artist that was performing in there were performing for other artists. Like they didn't have like their fans there. You know what I'm saying? It was all artists in there. Like y'all performing for each other. Like
that's kind of the like that open mic scene, the showcase scene. Something like this, like the Pulse Festival, I would say can be marketed in a way where like regular people come out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would still say those places are important too.
That's
where you go to learn.
That's the hard part. Yeah. That's the part I think folks got to figure it out. You know
I mean, most people starting out, you don't have a fan base yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's part like you were coming up early, doing all this free stuff, doing that's part of that grind to figure out your skill and like learn how to build a fan base.
It's the same thing. Like I wasn't on these big stages. I started at the smaller stuff. You know what I'm saying?
People want to go straight to the big stage.
That don't work to me. It don't work. I mean, it just. I mean, you still got to work on your showmanship. You still got to work on like fucking crowd control on the radio. Like, you got to do work on all this stuff, because eventually, like you're saying, it may be 5 people there, but if you gain a fan, like 5 fans or whatever, it might be a lot of people there. They don't know who the fuck you are, but if you gain 5 fans out there, motherfucker, you won. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
But I'd rather like work on the craft first. You know what I'm saying? Working your craft first, and then like
sharpen
hit them stages.
Sharpen your sword. Hell yeah. DJ DC, I appreciate you. Anything else you want to touch on? Anything else you want to lead the people with?
I mean, I want to know what artists you rocking with out here. That's what I want to know.
My favorite artist out here?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. What artists you rocking with?
I will tell you my favorite album.
There's a lot of artists out here, and you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so my favorite artist out here right now, who I'm listening to their album back to back, I listen to it a lot, is this dude named 101. He's underground. He actually, some of my favorite artists don't do enough to push themselves. They're just like solo key.
Yeah.
So there's this guy named 101. He's a
Where's he from?
He's from Newport News. He makes kind of like, what would you like? I don't even know how I would describe his music. It's kind of like hyper pop-ish type of vibe.
Yeah.
But he has this album called I wanted to make an acoustic album, but my guitar broke. Produced it, engineered it himself.
Okay.
Fire album. He's my favorite artist right now.
Okay.
Other than that, we got Always.
So all that stuff is original. All that stuff is
original.
Okay.
He's not. He doesn't rap. He's like, it's like some kind of hyper pop type stuff. But if we're talking rappers, my favorite right now is Zero the God and YNG Lil Motley from Always. Okay. They're from Norfolk. Okay. So that's. I know a lot of artists out here. People might get mad at me leaving people out, but that's my favorite at the moment.
Were you hip to what's his name? Before he blew, that's from Virginia.
Who? Tommy Richmond?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know who he was before that. Or Shabuzi.
A word?
Were you hip to them?
I was hip to not Shabuzi, no.
Okay.
Shabuzi's from here?
He's from the same place as Tommy Richmond. They're both from
Shut the fuck up, for real?
Where are they from? Up northern, but it's I know the.
I was hit to Tommy Richmond, but not Shabuzi though.
Tommy Richmond and Shabuzi are from the same place.
I didn't know Shabuzi's from out here.
Yeah, he's from Virginia.
That's crazy.
Can you look it up? I swear I knew the city. I forgot what it's called now. But yeah.
I did not know he was in my. I knew I was hip to Tommy Richmond, but I didn't. Shabuzi, that's crazy.
Tommy Richmond just did a Zane Lowe interview recently.
Yeah.
Fairfax? Are they both from there?
Oh, Tommy Richmond from Woodbridge.
I was thinking of
Woodbridge,
Woodbridge. So
yeah.
I guess they're not. I think that's close by.
It's close. This is the
So
north of
Shabuzi
VA.
is from Fairfax. Tommy Richmond is from Woodbridge. That's what I was thinking of because my cousin's baby daddy's from Woodbridge. Bro pulled up the map. He about to put in Tommy Richmond's house on Google Earth.
Fairfax right here, Woodbridge down here.
It's like a
Pretty close.
Richmond.
Maybe like
It's
Newport
an hour,
News, Virginia
hour,
Beach type
yeah.
vibes. Yeah.
I say it looked like an hour drive, maybe.
I want to say I saw an interview with one of them, and they were like aware of each other though. Like before, well, you know, Shabuzi was on the Beyonce album. Like
So hold on, Tommy Richmond did an interview with somebody?
Zane Lowe, like last week, recently.
Oh, I'm about to say, okay.
You know Zane Lowe, right?
Yeah. I'm about to say, hold on. I need that interview, brother.
Catch that. But yeah, no, VA going crazy. It's a lot of artists out here, bro. But like I said, my favorite right now, just who I've been listening to their music a lot, is 101. He's like I said, he's low key. He doesn't even drop like that. But I feel like that sometimes the most talented people I know don't have the drive for some reason. I'm like, bro, you need to do more because you're actually fire.
They're not seeing the you're not seeing the, I guess, the growth in it, maybe, I guess.
Yeah,
Or
but
they're seeing the results.
who's your
that they
favorite
want.
artist right now, local artist?
As far as I like what's her name? I like Big JoJo.
I know her. I think what's her name?
I rock with JoJo because she don't give a fuck. It's a showmanship that grabbed me.
Millie kind of got me hip to her.
Yeah, Millie, he definitely put me on to her too.
Yeah.
JoJo, I rock with JoJo. Let's see, a lot of the artists, I don't want to say their name up here because like they don't fucking be dropping shit, yo. I don't like that shit. Like, bro, like you have a fucking fan base, drop some fucking music, dog. Like, what are y'all waiting for? Drop shit.
I just met Al Doms in the club the other night.
Al Doms is fucking fire. That's one of my favorites. He's actually on my
shout out. He was like, bro, we gonna do the pod. We gonna lock. He's like, bro, keep doing your fucking thing. Like you going crazy.
Yeah.
I was
Al
like,
Dom
bro, we gonna lock
is
in.
a real one. That's one of my favorite interviews I did with Al Dom. Al Dom is fucking. He's like that, yo. You gonna enjoy Al Dom's interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he seemed cool when we talked.
You gonna enjoy the interview with Al Dom. I'm telling you that now. He's like that. He's one of my favorite artists too. I love Lucid. Lucid is one of my favorite artists. He's actually, I think he lives in Cali right now.
His name is I Love Lucid, or you just saying I Love Lucid?
Lucid, LEWSIDE.
Okay.
He has a song that's kind of viral. It's like I would like, bring it chin with the fried rice. It's like the Chinese beat, whatever. Behind it. You probably heard that shit before.
Hear it. Yeah.
But his visuals are like the baby. Like his creativeness, know what I'm saying? That's what grabs me to him too. But Lucid, Big JoJo, Al Doms, and see, I don't want to name that. Niggas gonna be mad. You didn't say my name, bro. But nah, those are my top three right now. I can't think of anybody right now though, for sure. But Lucid, Al Doms, and Big JoJo.
Come on. DJ DC, what time can they catch you on 103 JAMZ?
Man, catch me on 103, 6 to 10, Monday through Friday. And also I mix on Saturday, which I might have something for you, man. I got an idea because that's like my show. I can like play what the fuck I want.
Okay.
On Saturday from 6 to 10. Oh, no, it's 2 hours. 6 to 8. It's called the Saturday Session, where I pretty much play a lot of new joints. I sprinkle in a couple of some local artist joints in there too. If they send them, like motherfuckers don't be sending me shit because
What do you got for me? You want me to just plug you in with some local artists or?
Yeah, that too. You can plug me with some local artists. I mean, but like people, I'm hard on the artists. Like I want greatness. Know what I'm saying? I want people to be great, and I don't want no average shit. Know what I'm saying? I want original. I want y'all to be the full package. That's what I want. I want motherfuckers to be great, man. And if I play this shit, it's gotta be.
We can talk more about it off air.
Yeah.
What you thinking?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Catch Bro on 103 JAMZ, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yep, 6 to 10 Monday to Friday, and also check me out Saturday 6 to 10. And also I'm up there fucking talking from 10 to 2 also. So I'm up there all fucking day.
Come on.
Every week.
All his links will be in the description.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, we appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, we'll see y'all soon.
Appreciate
Peace.
it, bro.
Come on.